Time for the 70's at 7 with music and news.
That is correct. It is 70's at 7. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed our Rockopedia tonight. Rockopedia is brought to you by OldSchoolRocksPhilly.com. The ultimate 80s experience. If you have not seen Old School and you enjoy the decade of the 80s, and also some 70s classic rock in there, of course, then what are you missing? You're missing a great rock show, ladies and gentlemen. Light show, entertainment.
Lasers.
Everything going on that show. If you want to go check out Old School,
machines.
Go to oldschoolrocksphilly.com for all of the upcoming shows that are coming on. And Mr. Movie Phone Guy will tell you about the next one coming up and very shortly. I'm going to get to that as soon as we find them.
Okay.
So that's coming up. And also it is brought to you by Precision Guitar Tech, which is our good friend, Mr. Marky Burgert, who is also in Old School, by the way. Guitar extraordinaire. Excellent guitarist, a very talented guy. Also fixes guitars and fixes them up to make them sound like they're brand new, man. He does great work. Or better, exactly.
Wow.
Does great work. Just ask around about him, man. Everybody that who's ever got work done by Mark, they said they're very pleased with his work. So check him out, Precision Guitar Tech. Give Mark a call at 215-280-3903. That's 215-280-3903. And let Mark know that the Shakeman Show sent you. Well, we are now in, before we get on to our 70's at 7, get back to the Rockopedia about Bon Jovi. As you can see, it looked like I was going to go into the bashing moments like I did with Def Leppard last week, right?
Yeah, so how come he got a reprieve?
Yeah.
Reason why, I'm going to say, because Def Leppard actually went down that road and stayed down that road. But Def Leppard didn't have the success that Bon Jovi had. So I can't take that away from him.
So you gave him the privilege card because he sold more records.
Not only sold more records.
Local.
Def Leppard, as you can see, after
Not local, it's Jersey.
After 1990, Def Leppard was doing everything. All the clubs that all the 80s bands were playing at that time were smaller venues. They weren't selling out stadiums. Or Bon Jovi was still selling out stadiums in the 90s during the grunge era. Yeah. This guy was still selling out. And he didn't turn to the grunge music. His music got lamer and more ballady and more commercial, but he didn't go down that grunge road. You know what I mean? And
we couldn't. And
I've been to Bon Jovi concerts. This guy has age brackets starting anywhere from 10 years old to, 60-year-olds in his audience. So this guy had you can't take it away from the guy. Well, he was still selling out stadiums in the 90s.
I mean, you know who's like basically two huge Bon Jovi fans?
Who's that?
Joy's two daughters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, her two daughters are like.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Joy's daughters. Oh, my God. Without a doubt. Yeah.
They're crazy about Jovi.
Yeah.
And these girls were like, what, 8 and 10 or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, Bon Jovi basically stayed. I could
be wrong about the ages, but.
Yeah, but he stayed, he went down a road with more, he went down more experimenting with making his music more ballady to get more woman-based audience, which he definitely accomplished.
Not that he had in the first place.
Right. Def Leppard just went down a road that was just ridiculous. Their songs were like, oh my God, they went down like I said, they went down boy band territory where Bon Jovi just got a little lighter with his music. But he continued success. Def Leppard didn't continue success. They lost their fan base right after, Adrenalize. They lost their fan base, a lot of their fan base. And people were going to see them to see the hits. But they weren't selling out places like Bon Jovi was. So that's why I give Bon Jovi more respect. Because he was still getting it done, man. Still getting it done.
Right,
and I also give him a pass because of his generosity with his money. He has given to a lot of charities, and he also has built homes for, where he went to the neighborhoods in Philadelphia where that were really poorly, people living in these homes. You couldn't believe they were because they looked like abandoned houses, and he went and fixed up a whole city blocks with his own money. So give him a lot of credit with his charity too. So yeah, but even putting that aside, I got to give him credit where credit's due. I mean, the guy sold millions of tickets, was still selling out big venue, Wembley Stadium in 2001. Come on, this guy was way out of his prime in 2001. And sold out for two straight nights, Wembley Stadium.
Yeah, but he's not out of his prime over in Europe. Remember, they live in the 80s over there.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. But also sold out Giant Stadium in 2001. Which, his hometown. Yeah, but, still being able to do that when you lost a lot of your fan base from the 80s is a big accomplishment. So, and I also forgot to mention in that Rockopedia, which I did not mention, Richie Sambora left the band.
Yeah.
He left the band, and I didn't even mention that in Rockopedia.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
I just recognized that now. Like, he left the band, I believe it was in 2013 or something like that. He left the band.
Yeah, nobody knows exactly the story behind all of that.
Yeah. Well, he was burned out, and he said that, his first stint with Bon Jovi, he missed out on watching his daughter grow up. Because they toured so much, so he had a new daughter, and he said, "I'm not gonna make the same mistake twice." So he walked away to be a father.
There you go.
Can't doubt him for that, man. But so he I think he left around 2013, 2014, and has never returned to the band. So that's it. So that's why I just wanted to throw that out there, and I hope you enjoyed it. And tune in next week for our next Rockopedia. Do you know we are 2 weeks away from our M3 special already?
Wow.
2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
2 weeks from tonight, we're going to be doing our M3 festival special here that we've done for ages, since the beginning of time of this program. So that's coming up 2 weeks from tonight. Our M3 Rock Festival special, as you know, is held in Columbia, Maryland every year. And that's taking place the very first weekend of May.
Yeah.
May 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Wow.
3 days this year. Friday nights, all day Saturday, all day Sunday. Wow. Lots of craziness there.
Too much for me.
Yeah, it's a lot. That's you're asking a lot. I mean, 2 day concerts in a row. You're going to have a lot of people passing out, man. Especially people that, drink heavily and don't hydrate properly.
Yeah,
They're going to be
exactly
falling all
why
over the
I'm
place.
not
Plenty of
going.
water.
That's going to be crazy. But anyway, that'll be our special 2 weeks from tonight, our M3 Rock Festival. So hope you join us for it. All right, we're now in our 70s at 7, as the G-Man told us.
Yes.
Yeah. Robert Fripp.
What's your language?
Robert Fripp, if you don't know who Robert Fripp is, he he's of King Crimson fame.
Yeah.
You remember King Crimson?
Yep.
All right. Well, he said there's a regret that he still lives with today, which was a missed opportunity of working with David Bowie back in 2002. His wife and singer, Toya Wilcox, had never forgiven him for the incident.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah. Fripp appeared on Bowie's...
Supportive.
Yeah, really. Fripp appeared on Bowie's celebrated albums Heroes and Scary Monsters during a period in which he had also worked with Peter Gabriel and Brian Eno and others. In 2002, Bowie curated the Meltdown Festival in London, England, and invited Fripp to take part. There wasn't enough time to do it properly, so I declined, Fripp said. My wife has never forgiven me. My wife is very considerable Bowie fan. You think? That's an opportunity missed, but I don't feel I could honorably have engaged with it, so that's why I did not do it. Well, you know what, dude? Screw her. Well, I'm sure you did, but screw her in a different way.
Married, but yeah.
Yeah, the hell with her. Who the hell does she think she is?
Yeah, who is she? His wife? Oh, yeah.
Toya Wilcox.
Yeah. Well, he felt he couldn't give 100% to it, so he didn't do it. So what? Give him a break. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
Guy has to live with the regret of it anyway, so screw you!
Yeah, his wife got all pissed off and
Screw
stuff.
you, bitch! That's her in her period.
No, that's because he turned that down.
Oh, that's why he's got real upset about it. Screw you. Cares.
And then,
Yeah. Whatever. Rush. They got a new graphic novel coming out. A Farewell to Kings.
A graphic novel.
Yes.
How graphic can Rush be? I mean, really, come on.
I don't know. Let's find out.
I like graphic novels.
A band
not surprised.
authorized graphic novel with the creation of Rush's A Farewell to Kings album will be released on September 10th. You can see 6 pages from the book right now if you go to, let's see, ultimateclassicrock.com. You can see 6 pages of it if you're interested in that. So that's coming out on September 10th. It's a 144-page The Making of Farewell to Kings, created by Fantunes Animation Studio with input from Rush's guitarist Alex Lifeson. And the Kings album producer Terry Brown also involved. So if you're
Good guitarist.
into that kind, yeah, oh, definitely. If you're into that and looking forward to that, then it's coming out on September the 10th. What a great band.
Maybe we should play some Rush at some point.
You think?
Maybe.
Maybe. Sounds like a hint to me.
Maybe.
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 Yeah.
We should do a Canadian set. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be awesome. A band that we're very fond of here and like a lot.
Triumph?
Well, that's one of them.
Oh.
But another band that we seem to play a lot here on the show, and we from occasion, but very
Beatles?
No. When did we ever play the Beatles?
Only when there's like a story about them.
Yeah. No, G-Man. I'm talking about another band that you also do like.
Pink Floyd?
No, you're really way off guard here.
Rolling Stones?
No,
Oh, Led Zeppelin.
no. This band. Journey, ladies and gentlemen. Journey has announced residency in Las Vegas.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just something I would love to do as a musician. That's so cool. I would love to do that. But anyway, yes, Journey will be taking up residency in Vegas. They will run consistently of 9 shows at the Coliseum in Caesar's Palace.
Nice.
The dates will take place between October 9th and October 26th in the 4,300-seat venue, which is set to undergo renovations this summer. Among the changes will be a new sound system and high-definition video wall. The floor will also become a general admission area. This will be Journey's 3rd time playing multiple dates in Vegas.
That means Journey's going to have a mosh pit going.
That'll be awesome. Following shows at the joint at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino back in 2015 and 2017. Oh, Journey rocking out Vegas, man.
Can you imagine people actually like doing like slam dancing at the Journey? I mean,
I could see that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Headbanging the Journey.
So there's this band called Mastodon.
Mastodon.
Mastodon?
Yeah.
Who? Anybody hear of them?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who are they?
They're like a metal band, like a heavy metal.
They're like a. Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's check this out then, because I'm quite interested in this. I think I might have a little spirit involved in this.
See, metal strings.
Mastodon.
Mastodon
covered this song. This is them, actually. Is this going to get really like intense?
I hope so.
Probably when it gets to the heavier part, like the.
God, do I hope so. They're really disappointing me.
Yeah. What is that?
All that glitters is gold.
No. My God.
Can you forward it like to?
I can.
They're in.
So they kept it
To the end?
They pretty much kept
heavy.
it.
Yeah. Didn't Mastodon it.
No, they didn't.
Not really.
It's just like the original so far. They.
Have a Mastodon song. A song from YouTube if you can.
No, they didn't heavy it up. They didn't really do much with it. They didn't put their own stamp on it actually. Solo was the same chords and everything.
And she's buying a stairway to heaven.
There you go.
At least he can sing.
That wasn't bad. No,
right, here we go.
it wasn't a bad cover.
Here we go.
Oh, is this one of their own songs?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Told you it was heavy.
Yeah.
Well, that was a big change for them.
Yeah, I would say.
I think they're proving a point.
Yeah.
Or we can go slow.
We can tone it down if we want to. We don't want to.
All right. I heard enough, G-Man. Thank you. Not my cup of tea. Anyway. So there you go. There you have it. You can check that out if you would like to. Jonathan Cain, who is the great keyboardist and pianist. Pianistist.
You didn't want to say penis.
I didn't. As you know, he's putting out his new solo album, More Like Jesus.
Okay.
Because I told you, he got.
I didn't know Jesus could play the piano. That's pretty amazing.
Because he married a lot of.
Do you think it's
he
amazing
married
that Jesus
a
can
chick
play
that's a
piano?
Jesus freak. Really, I mean, she's big time. All
about the big J.
Yeah.
Not the big D, Jen.
How Keith Richards'
that-
side project helped him appreciate Mick Jagger.
Okay.
Because him and Mick never were really good on friendly terms, as you know. He said working with his band, the Pensive Winos, had the surprise.
So that was just like his group of friends, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So he spent time in the alleyway.
Yeah.
He said the surprise side effect of giving him more appreciation for Mick Jagger. Richards started the project while the Stones were on extended hiatus as a result of tensions between him and Jagger. With doubts over whether they ever would resolve them, their debut album, Talk Is Cheap, arrived in 1988, while follow-up Main Offender was launched in 1992. Although both were marketed as Richards' solo albums, Talk Is Cheap was recently released in an extended edition. Still don't see where this helps the relationship. Okay, let's see. What I was happy about was that I could step out of the Stones and just easily step back in, Richards said. But I learned a lot about being a frontman. I appreciated it a lot more. Mixed angles on things, on stage especially. It winded my perspective of what everybody has to do in a band, and I give him more respect on a frontman status. So I guess he was singing in this side project, and he saw
Oh,
how.
God.
I know. Should we dare to try to find something?
I don't know. No.
No, it's morbid curiosity now.
All right, so
You want to find it, G-Man?
Go.
Oh, you
chop,
want to find
chop.
it?
They were called the
Chop, Ben, chop, chop.
Pensive Winos.
Pensive.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, with Keith Richards. Yeah, so if you're going to find something on that, you may. But yeah, he said after experiencing this with this band that he had more respect for Mick and his his job in the band. So there you go. That's why. All right. That's where you helped it. Excellent.
Okay, I think I found something here.
Okay.
Oh, God, that was too quick.
Oh, it might be pretty good.
Yeah,
I doubt it.
I was live.
that's okay. They're not going to be any better recording.
Sounds like the Stones.
Why would it sound like anything else?
He should do something different.
There you go.
Oh, God.
Close enough.
It sounds like the Stones. Ooh.
Awesome.
Wow. Okay.
No?
Wow. I bet a true Stones fan will know this, but I didn't know this. But did you know that they put out an album as a joke in 1981 called "Sucking in the 70s"?
Wow, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm not. Jen's I got a comment, but she's not gonna say it.
But it doesn't make this a quick cash-in any less tasteless. Consisting of 10 tracks from 1974's It's Only Rock and Roll through 1978's Some Girls, including a B-side from that era, one live cut, plus a leftover from the Emotional Rescue sessions, Suckin' in the 70s doesn't offer fans much, and it doesn't even include the Stones' biggest hit from this period, Miss You. I didn't even know they put that out. Not that I was following the Stones or owned any albums by the Stones, which I really didn't.
I'm trying to see.
So, wow. There you go.
Here we go. When the whip comes down was one of the Sucking in the 70s songs.
Yeah.
Hot Stuff.
That's actually not a bad tune.
What's Sucking in the 70s?
No. When the whip
that's
comes
the name
down.
of the album. That's the name of the album. But these are the songs that were on it.
Yeah.
Everything is Turning to Gold, Manish Boy, If I Was a Dancer, Hot Stuff.
Donna Summer did Hot Stuff.
I wonder if it's
Hot stuff, baby.
let me see if it's the same. Let's find out.
Oh, Lordy. Shall we?
Why do I ask?
It's your fault. What?
Actually,
Not
Shattered was
it.
on there. Shattered was on there, too.
I like Shattered.
Shattered. Shadoobie.
Yeah.
Shattered.
Don't they have the one, the Nervous Breakdown?
Yeah.
No. What the fuck is this?
Hot tuna.
It's almost like I'm an attempt at funk by the sounds of it.
No.
Wow.
It's sad.
I mean, done something so absolutely ludicrous that you wish you could have moved to a deserted island and had your head in the sand. Have you ever been embarrassed, ashamed, or exposed?
Actually, the songs on it are listed as follows in order: Shattered, Everything Is Turning to Gold, Hot Stuff, Time Waits for No One, Fool to Cry, Manish Boy, When the Whip Comes Down.
When the whip comes down.
Yay.
Live version.
Ugh.
If I Was a Dancer, Dance Part 2, Crazy Mama, and Beast of Burden.
Beast of Bourbon?
Yeah.
Beast of Burden. Actually a good song.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah.
Beast of Bourbon.
Bourbon.
Beast of Bourbon.
Beast of
That would have been
Bourbon.
better. They named that. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here.
No, because then Keith would have tried to drink it.
That's right.
Yeah.
No, it would have been Case of Bourbon.
Yeah, it's true. All right, Pete Way. Shattered by Death of UFO Collage, Paul Raymond.
Doesn't even make sense to me what you just said.
That's what the title of this story says. All right, so Pete Way, Shattered by Death of UFO Collage, Paul Raymond. Oh, colleague, I'm sorry. That's why it doesn't sound right. I said collage. I need my glasses. I need my glasses.
Yes, you do.
His colleague. Now it makes more sense. Former UFO bassist Pete Way offered his condolences to his friends and family of keyboardist guitarist Paul Raymond, who suffered a fatal heart attack at the age of 73 during the band's farewell tour.
Wow.
So now that makes sense. Collage. His colleague.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, that would make sense if he had a collage of them, at the funeral or
Sure,
something.
they probably did.
Yeah. That would make sense, but doesn't make sense with the story. Title.
Wow. Just wow.
Shut up. I need glasses, but I won't wear them, and I refuse to. There'll be photos being taken.
What's the matter with glasses?
Because there'll be photos being taken.
What's the matter with glasses?
Just one. All I need, just one.
What's the matter with glasses? I wear them.
I didn't say there's anything wrong with
All
them.
right, then.
It's personal reasons that I don't wear them.
You're so vain.
Because of this one over here, to my right.
Oh, because she wants you to wear them?
Yeah.
So you're gonna make your eyes.
And she's
worse
going to mess
because
me up
she's-
during the show because she's going to be staring at me while I'm doing the
drooling.
show. Yeah. She wants
Yeah,
to see.
I love glasses.
She wants to.
I'm
She
a
wants to
geek.
see that side of me,
I'm a geek lover.
and I only need reading glasses. I don't need, Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't need glasses like this.
Your prescription?
Yep.
No.
Get my prescription or transition.
Oh, their transition.
They fade to black.
Really?
Yeah, when the sun, if I'm out in the sun, yeah, they'll turn to sunglasses.
Ah, how about that?
Yeah.
That's some useful information for me, G-Man. that I
Yeah.
did not know yesterday.
And they actually
Or 5 minutes ago.
And they actually are what they call PPE, personal protective equipment,
Ah.
Which means you can ride them on a motorcycle.
and actually for work,
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
I never think about work. I don't
Yeah,
really
well-
care.
lab and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
You get nothing exploding on your eyeball.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
And finishing up our 70s stories before we get into our awesome
Yeah.
70s classic rock block. Why Pete Townsend made Tommy into a pinball wizard.
Wizard? Like he's
Well, you know,
peeing
this
on the
song's
pinball?
about Tommy, the deaf, dumb, and
Yeah.
blind kid, right?
Who plays mean pinball?
Yeah.
Pinball, yes.
Pete recounted the truth behind the story of how Pinball Wizard came to be part of The Who's 1969 rock opera Tommy, forcing him to make the deaf, dumb, and blind lead character into an arcade game champion. The best-known version of the story is that Townsend wrote the song in a bid to secure a good review from respectful music critic Nick Cohn. But that's not how the situation actually unfolded. Sorry, I was getting into the song. I tell kind of a tall story, which is what I wrote Pinball Wizard in order to get a good review from a friend of mine called Nick Cohn. Townsend said, but I'd already written Pinball Wizard, and I just hadn't played it for him yet. He came to hear the Tommy recordings and was quite impressed. I said to him later in a private, what do you think conversation? He said, I don't hear a hit. Pete, you say this is a collection of singles. It's a collection of singles, okay, but I don't hear a hit single here, Mr. Cohn said. By the time Cohn had heard an early version of another song, I said, what about if I swing Pinball Wizard in there? Okay, this story's really going nowhere. That meant that the deaf, dumb, and blind boy had to become the Pinball Wizard. So that's how this all came into play. So he had Pinball Wizard already written before Tommy.
Okay.
So he slid it in there and made it part of the story. So that's how Tommy became the Pinball Wizard. Whew! That was a hard story to get through.
Can you say that again? I missed half of that.
No, it's okay. That's why they have replay. Anyway, it is time for a commercial break and our 70s classic rock block coming up. And also, after that, we're getting really close to the 8 o'clock hour, which is our great debate at 8 tonight.
Yep.
And our 80s at 8.
Yep.
So you don't want to go anywhere for that. Also, wanted to let you know that our 70s at 7 tonight is brought to you by Justice Rescue.
Excellent.
Justice Rescue is an awesome animal shelter located in Woodland, Pennsylvania, nonprofit organization and law enforcement agency. See, when you try to talk too fast, what happens? I would be a horrible auctioneer.
His son gets in front of his eye teeth and he can't see what he's saying.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.